With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Hurry. Come on.
To throw again. Jackson. And to the right side here, it's Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Jackson on first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
25-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first-down gain.
He's brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Boy, did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a first down on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A pickup of 2 yards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To J.K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Titans.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 3, Titans nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Tennessee.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Titans 7, Ravens 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right into yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier,
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Titans 14, Ravens 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
10 yards loss.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
12.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Baltimore Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play action now. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
43-yard line.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
22.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Rashawn Gary drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
44-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start with the option. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. This ball complete to Rager. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter. Picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take
Boy,
over.
so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helped.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
For the extra point.
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down and 6.
Throwing now is Jackson. And Allen's got it.
Keenan.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Raven. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Ball carrier.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the Titans' 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Ball carrier.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run here with Dobbins.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 9.
Taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Baltimore, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona